Watch folks, welcome to Oak Swamp and another edition of the Shrew, the Austin Crosley. It's not running extremely well. These two are running lean and these two are running rich, so this can only mean that this has got an air leak, which is understandable because I didn't have any gasket. I'm going to take the manifold off and put some instant gasket on it, and just for a trial, because I'm sure it's going to run better and tick over nice. Also, the water pump needed a bit of instant gasket around it, so I'm going to do that as well. As sunny as it looks out there, and it feels nice and warm in the garage here, I'm going to pull him back indoors because it's looking quite moody over there, and the forecast isn't that clever. Try this. Yeah, look, I can see that straight away. So it's running lean as you like. Wasn't touching properly. Yeah, that was leaking all the way. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the original exhaust manifold off, and it'd be a bit quieter as well, which would be handy. I got a bit of a smear of gasket. I've knocked up some cardboard gaskets down there, and they've got silicone on them as well. So I think this time we're not going to have any air leaks. That's the water pump all sealed up. Now I'm going to do this rocker cover because this was leaking as well. These are really tiny little threads on this. They're kind of hard to get your nuts in, so I'm going to make some T-bars up, I think, some brass T-bars. This will stop oil leaking out everywhere because it's certainly getting up there now. Right, I'm going to have a quick cup of tea, then I'm going to come back out here, connect the exhaust up and give this another go. We've got 4 exhausts, we're full of water, full of oil. Mission on. Let it warm up a bit.
Can I get in and drive it?
Not yet, ain't got any tyres.
Oh yeah.
If it had tyres now, I'd be putting the throttle on and then driving it up and down the road. I really like it being quiet.
Are you going to keep it like that?
I am while I'm doing testing.
It'd be like you're at night and you're going joust.
A leak on this water pump. I think that's where a grease nipple went by the look of it. Just notice this is a little bit vulnerable, this oil pipe here. I'm going to strengthen it up. I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of heat sleeve around that, and that'll just hold it into place. Tuesday and it's pouring. Okay, onto this rear shock absorber. When I first mounted it, I put it just there. This is at ride height at the moment, and it was fine. But when I got the axle back together again, I used another bit of I-beam. You can see this is the end, just to make this ever so strong because I was concerned that it might be a bit weak. But it gives you about 10 mil of movement. I mean, this isn't going to move a lot anyway. What I consider I got to do, just lift it up on this bracket. First thing I'm going to do, cut this bracket off I did down here. Unfortunately, being the clever soul I am, it's got 2 tacks on it. I could have welded this up at any given time, but I wanted to be absolutely sure of everything. When I drove this up the road before, it was all just held together by tacks. Everything, the whole front end was 3 or 4 tacks. But I think you got to get to that stage, get it all finished like it is now, and then weld stuff up. Hi, did I. This is the bracket from underneath. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bend these 2 ears round so they're about 70 degrees. Cut a curve out of them so they go round the thing. I tell you, it's chilly out here, mush. Right, let's get the grindy on. Grindy! I'm really looking forward to starting another project, I can tell you. Because I like the beginning bit most of all, you know, getting it together. And the beauty is I'm not flogging the shrew particularly. I can just continue on with it. I love it. Right, that's just off the drawing. That's not bad, is it? Right, so I fitted it and it was too low. It was way too low, so I've turned it upside down and I'm just going to experiment with it at this point. Okay, I've got it in there and it works fine, but I think what I'm going to have to do, this braking system is lower than I thought, and I think I might have to put it at the back, but I'm just going to leave that like that for a minute and just see what it does. What I'm going to do for the rest of the day, which isn't very long, take all the wheels off, get them ready for the tyres to go on. Now you see this is an Austin Big 7 front axle. Now the one I cut down from the shrew, I had a little bit over. I went down to Richard's at Asgood and he kindly sliced me a few of these out, quite a few in fact. Now what I'm going to do is polish it up and make it into a keyring. And you end up a little keyring like that. So I'm going to give 4 of these away this week, and I'm going to give them to some of the guys who comment every week and every week for years. Number 1's going to Shane Norman. Cheers, Shane. The second one's going to go to BN Zone 1. Next one goes to Dragon Tattoo, Bryan in Ireland. Cheers, bro. And the last one this week's going to go to @9offie. So if you're one of those guys, send me a mail to oakswamprats@gmail.com. and I'll get him sent out for you. If you too would like a bit of the shrew in the form of one of these lovely little key rings, you're going to have to make sure you comment this week, aren't you? So next week I'm going to give 4 more of these away. It'll be the best comments left on this video now, so don't forget to leave one. There's also something else. There's not just likes now, there's something called hype. I don't know what it does, but I could do with some hype, get this channel going. If you could give me one of them as well, that'd be lovely. Don't forget to comment.
Wednesday.
So it's Wednesday and Mick's over and Rich is over.
Hello.
And Rich is over because Rich is going to make me some chain guards, aren't you, Rich?
We'll make the basis up for you to then play with it and fettle it to fit your wonderful machine, mate. Yeah, no worries.
Rich is from Asgood Engineering, and you know he's done some stuff with me before, but they're going to be sponsoring the Frog, so you're going to be seeing a bit more of Rich, aren't you?
Oh dear, sorry guys.
But we've been looking at this, and the basic idea is kind of a bit of channel like that, but a bit wider. Curl it around the ends. You can put your hands on it. It'd be safe as houses, Mick, wouldn't it?
I hope so.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to catch your fingers in a chain like that, would you? How'd you do that, Nick?
I did it in a chain.
Did you really?
On a moped.
Did you really? Look, it's gone. You've grown the nail back.
Bits of it.
There's something to be learnt in that, Rick,
from
isn't
experience of others, Brian. It makes me cringe to think.
Does it?
It does, yeah.
The thing is, with this car, it's not a car you're going to be driving every day, and it's not the sort of car you want to be wearing a floppy coat or hair.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a car where you're in race gear, or you're really tight gear, and keep your hands away, I think, is the idea.
And some of the others, when you look at the VSCC stuff, it's a little bit of wire mesh. not much more than anything. That isn't going to do anything.
It's not, is it? I think we'll be safe. I want to keep it minimum, because I don't want it to be too... I think this is going to be good. And then it'll be peppered in holes, like everything else. Should we have a cup of tea, lads?
Tea time.
Sean's here.
Hiya.
How you doing, Mush?
Yeah, good, thanks.
We were just talking about my forward-facing exhaust. The jousting exhaust.
Yeah.
I need a gasket for this, and once again, Asgood's come to the rescue. You can make a copper one.
Make a copper one for you, not a problem at all, Brian.
Look at that.
Get it done in a couple of days for you.
I'm going to be so indebted to you, aren't I?
It's a good job we like you, eh?
It is, isn't it? Clay, annoyingly, you see I've got the brakes at the front. What I really need them to be is at the back. I'm hoping if I put them at the back, they're not going to foul this shock absorber. So you can see where I'm at. While I'm here as well, I'm considering, if you look at these leaf springs, they're quite straight now. I think they need a bit more grunt. And I've just went over in the woods and I've found a couple of Morris Minor leaf springs, same width. They haven't got no ends on, but I can sort that out. So I think what I'll do is lock these down. These are a fair bit thicker, so they're going to have a bit more grunt. So unfortunately, even though it's sunny and lovely, I'm going to have to take all these hubs off. It's a bit of a workup, but got to do it. Bit of an unforeseen really, but you know, I'm on brakes now. After much taking it apart and putting it back together again. It was a bit of a do, but it worked. You can see this now sits at the back, which gives it a much cleaner straight run. This will go straight through there, and there's absolutely nothing in the way now. Why I didn't do this in the first place, I don't know. On the original car they were round this way, but I've got it in there now, and that's good enough. Now what I've got to do with this, to mount this now, is pretty straightforward, because I can drill 2 holes right through this. This is made up of 4mm plate, the I-beam, and another 4mm plate, so that's going to be plenty to bolt into. Feels like I've wasted the whole afternoon, but it just had to be done. I'm going to have to redo this rear shock. But before I do that, just to make sure, I'm just going to cut this spring down. Okay, this is the original spring I put on, which is a Austin 8, I think it was. And this is the Morris Minor spring. You can see it's quite a lot chunkier. There's not as many leaves, but it's chunkier. I've marked these off in the same place, but I can't drill these, they're too hard, so I'm going to take them down to Ted's. I'm going to allow him to do it, I can't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This all goes to show you, doesn't it? I just started doing the brakes, and you get the realisation of other pieces are wrong. These springs, I knew they were always a little bit tired. I thought I'd add a couple of leaves to them and they'd be alright, but to be honest, putting something a bit lumpier on there is probably the way. Beautiful, that's bolted on there, nice and solid. Now I'm going to cut these down. I've got the short one to go on this side, and then the piece I'll cut off of there, I'll put that side. Right, just tack them in place. I think that's about right. I'll weld them up afterwards, and then I'm going to put a little flat or something over just to make them extra strong, the front to the back. Okay, for the moment I've just connected this straight to there, but what I want to do, there's a little piece that comes with an Austin. I had 2 of them and I can't find them. What it does, it comes down and it allows for the bumping up and down of the chassis, and it adds a bit of mechanical gain. That's what I need to finish this properly. And then we balance them up. It's quite a thing getting in this car, so it's certainly snug. There's all the brakes working. I think what I need to do with this handbrake is lower it a bit, so I think I'm going to do that now. Right, just had a call from Ted, and he's drilled the leaf springs. He said he had a bit of a job with it. It's been raining for about 3 weeks now, but it is quite warm, there is that. Hi Moose.
Mate,
How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while.
not bad.
You good?
Yeah, not bad.
Keeping busy?
I'm always busy.
Always busy, eh? What are you working on today?
Currently, an adapter plate.
Oh, boss.
End up going on there.
Oh, yeah,
Quick
cool.
release for.
Looks like a race car, is
It
it?
is. It's for a classic Formula 1 car.
Is it really?
It is. Yeah.
Nice wheel, isn't it?
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, that's dingy, isn't it?
That's not what's going on there now.
Quick release on it.
Yeah.
Hello, Ted. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Hello, Bryan. I haven't seen you for a while.
No, we
How's
haven't.
it going?
Yeah, all good. Everyone's
Good,
missed you see, so I had to
Really?
come down and
Oh,
see you. How did you get on?
Done all right for you?
Oh, lovely job.
Tough
Lovely
going, though.
job. It is tough
Yeah.
stuff, isn't it? That's why I brought it down to you.
Yeah.
How many drills did you blow?
3 drills we went for.
3 drills. There it goes. Right, so I'm going to have a fat one, followed by a thin one, followed by another fat one, followed by another thin one, then followed by 2 fat ones. Here we go, hopefully this is all going to be good. That's given us a lot more grunt now. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that's perfect. To be honest, I thought I was going to have an easy week this week, but it's actually been quite hard because it's a lot of altering stuff. But you can get a fat bloke in here now. Right, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get my tyres on and then I'm going to wire it up. Unfortunately, my neighbour's not got his tyre changing gear anymore. I'm off to town, just down by Asgood's, and it's the tyre fitter I used to use before when I lived down this way. Not a lot of companies like fitting second-hand tyres, especially the wire wheels. Now I'm putting these old tyres on. It's not really what I wanted to do, but I can't afford to spend £100 a corner at the moment on something that isn't going to actually be moving anywhere for a while. So I can still drive it and I can still exhibit it and start it and run it up and down, and it'll be fine with these tyres. I just wouldn't want to go fast around the corner with them because they're a bit cracked, the front ones. I've actually got a pair of Austin 7 wheels for the front of the shrew as well. If you actually did go racing, it would be wise to put them on because they're a bit wider and they're bolt straight to the hubs without any adapters. So I've met up with Rich this morning. How you doing, Rich?
I'm good, right?
Yeah. The tyre place I was going to go to by Rich, they don't do it anymore, so Bogner suggested this one. We're giving these guys a go.
Fair play.
Come down to Lee's Tyres here, and this is Lee.
How are you? You okay there?
I'm surprised you just took me in. You took all my old crap tyres.
Everybody's welcome.
Everyone's welcome. I'm really pleased that you took it on, mate. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
So if you're in Southampton and you need your tyres doing, these your geese at the company. I like this shop, full of life. Do you know what these are off?
Your custom built.
No, but originally.
Nah, horse cart.
No, do you know in London you used to have the barrows that walk along and they're selling flowers?
That's what they're off.
That's what they're off.
How did you get old things?
I just got them at an auto jumble. Couldn't help myself, I like skinny wheels, man.
Well, I woke up early in the driving rain, found John's out hitting on the liquor gain. It wasn't too late, about 10:30 when he let loose for the cat trick. Then it was Sunday. When he tried to make me pay the rent, said I ain't got no money if you cannot pay me away with these dancing shoes. Thought I was kidding.
Thanks a lot, dude.
welcome.
Sound job. Cheers, bro. I like him. He's done me a real good kindness here. Thanks a lot, Lee.
You're welcome.
Really
Nice to meet
appreciate
you.
it, brother.
And good luck with the
Oak
Oak
Swamp.
Swamp.
Yeah,
Good luck.
you're going to be on it this week.
Brilliant, mate. Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
buddy.
You're welcome.
While we were in Rich's, Rich gave me this, an exhaust manifold gasket for the shrew, which he cut out in copper.
All good for you, mate?
Fair play, dear brother.
Good stuff.
Rich has been commenting on how excited I've been the last
Yeah.
half an hour.
Yeah. Kid in a sweet shop, he's bouncing off the wheels.
I honestly thought we weren't going to get them done today.
Yeah?
I did. And that guy, how much do you reckon he charged me to put them 4 tyres on? What do you reckon, Rich?
50 quid, I'd say.
He charged me 20 quid. Right, so I give him 30 because I want to come back. But
Yeah,
that,
fair enough. Yeah, good.
what a decent bloke. I mean, there's not many companies nowadays that are fitting vintage tyres to wires. I'm going to put a link to Lee's in the description.
Yeah, fair play to you, mate.
Right, should we go for breakfast?
Yeah.
I say it's breakfast. What time is it? It's about 3 in the afternoon. Right, what I think I'm going to do as soon as I get in, put these wheels on, roll them outside, and I'm going to tidy the garage up for the rest of the afternoon, I think. That's increased the ride height quite a bit, which is quite handy. Yeah, a little bit more ground clearance, which is lush because it was getting a bit low. And I should imagine by the time the weights and good. Yeah, that little bit of height makes all the difference. I look forward to using the brakes. But I've got to clear this floor up and then I can wheel it back in because it's a hell of a mess. Right, this is the remote gear linkage and you can see it's way chunky. So I'm going to tuck into this and make it less chunky. Saturday and it's a bit nippy and it feels very damp, but today we've got to go for a ride in this fella. All that's left for me to do today, I just got to finish that gear linkage, clean this up. I bolted all the steering up now. I've got a couple of bolts to go in the box itself and I've got to run the wires through and then that's it. Right, so there it is. What I plan on using for this, the bit of tube I bought from B&Q for the oil pipe, it's really light, but I don't think this needs to be heavy. So what I'm going to do is just weld that nut to there, and then la 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 la, I can just go on and off there, and it'd be light, little, and it'll rust. Right, that'll do for a minute. I'll get it cleaned up a bit more later, but I don't want to waste any more time on it. So I've just bolted up the steering, and I'm putting the bulkhead back in, and look, I'm attached. So I've got the shifter in, and I'm just experimenting with spacers because it doesn't like to be too tight, but it wants to be tight as well. I think next is the throttle cable. Okay, this is the throttle assembly I made up. Basically it's just throttle arm coming through to an end with a hole in it, and it's got a couple of these on. Does a bit of that. This lot come down with Whitey. There's Whitey up the top there, look. Right, this push bike, it's still not very nice out here. Right, so that now connects onto the bottom of that throttle, comes up to there. I just put a little tab there. This is only temporary because it's having animals in it, but that's the idea of it. Nice and simple. I'm working in here and I can't see a thing really. I forgot, I can just wheel it out now, can I? Right, I think I'm there. All I'm going to have to do is start him up. Getting a little bit warm here. Hopefully he'll just fire into life again. See what you can do, man. A bit of choke. Really quiet out of there, isn't it? Tight, but it's running rich.
Ooh.
And we're leaking loads of water. What's it sound like?
It sounds cool.
So I had to take the big exhaust off because it hit the steering. Otherwise I've left it on there. Gearbox is really, it's going to take a bit of getting used to. Need to get it running right first. Right, I'm going to fix this water leak. If I can fix that, let this cool down a bit. Yeah, we're close to the train with that. Bang it, man. Feels really tight now. It feels as though I need some open space, so the lower hose is really cool. That one's not bad. That's why it stopped. But the smell of it smells really rich, so I've been leaning it up. Last week someone left a message in the comments saying it sounded as though it was only running on 3, and that's because it was. When you fill the oil up, you have to take the cap off, but you have to take the plug lead off. So I took the cap off, filled it up with oil, and put it back on. That's why it sounded a bit lumpy the other time. I've got no idea how the rest of it feels because it's not quite there yet. I think I need to start adjusting these brakes up there. Pretty Austin 7 at the moment. I did put a grease nipple in there, but it didn't seal, so I'm putting that in there and see what that does. It appears both the wheels spin together. If you look at those lines in there, I don't know if you can see them. Look, there's a few sets of them. I don't know why I floor it. I can't help myself. But if I give it a bit of shit now, then if anything's going to break, it'll break now. But I don't think it is. Gonna break now. Get yourself some merch over in my shop, lad. Frog oil cup here. Yeah. You get yourself a nice hoodie. Right, I'm gonna have one little blast up the road. It's about look where the sun is, Sass. Yeah. It's starting to get in tune now because I got into second and it wants to go. First gear was a bit redundant really, but second it really picks up. Still leaking. I think this water pump's going to leak whatever happens. It's leaking out the nose of that water pump now, look. I'm going to have to give it some more love. Radiator's getting warm now. Next day's done.
So far, so good.
Yeah. I've reached my objective and I think that's where I'm going to leave it because the sun's about to go down. But I hope you really enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave me a like and a comment. Don't forget you could win yourself a keyring. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to get over to my shop and get yourself some lovely Oak Swamp merch. If you're not subscribed at this point, make sure you bang the old subscribe button.
Subscribe!
Anyway, massive thanks for watching. It'll be a
Good night from me.
and a good night from me. Hang loose.